What up, everybody? It's Sinny, and this is Battle Ages for PS4. And today I'm gonna show you how to get some more gold another way. And just my daily routine again, and some more tips. First of all, we're collecting our daily treasure. We got 216,000 gold. Next time we're gonna get a production boost, which will give you more gold also from your gold making facilities, oil wells, whatever you got. That's what a production boost does. First things first, like always, we're going to clear out our shrubbery, the trees, the stumps, all that. And it costs a little bit of gold to do this, but it gets you gems and experience, and it just looks better to not have a bunch of trees around. It looks like you're not doing anything. Then we collect our gold just so if somebody attacks, they get less, which I'm pretty sure is a fact. The more gold you leave in your oil wells and stuff like that, the more they can get when they attack you. I'm pretty sure collecting it defends against that at least a little bit. So yeah, there we got some gems. As you saw, they went up. That's how you collect gems, to buy like extra buildings or the festival items that you can get like during Thanksgiving and Halloween and Christmas and all that. You can buy special decorations with your gems, so you get gems from cutting down your trees and stuff, and finishing achievements. Here I'm going to show you the campaign, and this has been revamped. I haven't looked at the campaign in a while, but now that I have, they added in a bunch and a lot of gold, and you can even go back to older ones, and there'll be gold there too to get. So make sure you check your campaigns. Even if you think you have them all done, you already did them all. Even if you think you did them up until a point where it was too difficult for you, go back in and check it out, because they add back in gold every once in a while. See here in these old ones, there's 17,000, 16,000, stuff like that. And I already have 3 stars. I already totally destroyed those. But it is showing that I can get gold on them. So I think every once in a while they will just add the reward back in, and you can complete them more times than once. Not sure though. So some of these say 0, and then some of them do have gold. So I'm not sure exactly how it works. But I know at the end, towards the bottom here, I can get a lot of gold on ones I haven't completed. And I don't remember if it was getting too difficult for me or if they just added these in. I think they did just add like harder ones in recently. But right here, number 70, 1,250,000. That's way more than you can get from attacking somebody. So I recommend at this point, instead of attacking people, make sure you finish out all your campaigns first. So that's what I'm going to do in the next few videos of Battle Ages. I'm going to finish out my campaigns. One good thing about campaigns is there's no time limit, so you have a ton of time to strategize. You can look at the whole settlement here and look for a spot you want to break into or start out at or attack first. So you have all the time in the world, and even if you only have one troop left, he can go around and destroy everything, and there's no time limit on it like in a PvP battle. So as long as you destroy everything, it doesn't matter if it takes you 30 minutes, you still get 3 stars and all the gold that is available. So here I'm going to attack this cannon like always. I always like to zerg the cannons first. Drop in my siege weapon right on a cannon, and then have everybody else attack the other cannon here on this particular map. Since they had the cannons both on the perimeter, which is not a good thing. You really want to put your cannons in the middle, so it takes quite an effort for people to destroy them. So this was a pretty easy map. An easy 1 million gold. Like, just do your campaigns. That is my new advice for anyone. Even if you think you have them all completed, oh, I did all those campaigns like a month ago. No, go back in and check it out, because they added some in. They added rewards to some you already did. They put in some more difficult ones at the end, but they're not really that hard. So check it out. Like this one here I'm doing right now gives 1,250,000 gold. 1,250,000 gold. And it's super easy. It says I only have like 13% of my troops, but it's not that hard. Even the ones after this aren't that bad, so definitely check out the campaigns. And for your siege weapon, I definitely recommend the radio backup. You want to get that as soon as possible. It's kind of expensive, but it's really good. You get to drop a bunch of tanks wherever you want on the map. And then they go after defensive troops, like they go after anything attacking you. So complete destruction, 1,250,000 gold. I mean, that's way more than I've ever got in a normal PvP match, and it takes a while to find the right person to attack when you're doing a PvP match. So definitely complete all your campaigns before you go back to doing PvP. That's what I'm doing, at least, and I've got a ton of gold doing that. I mean, some of the ones at the bottom here, they give you like 3 million gold if you go all the way down, and they're not super difficult as long as you're around the same level as I am. You can probably beat all these, maybe except for the very last one. As you can see, I did this around Thanksgiving time, since all the Thanksgiving festival stuff is up on this video. But to be honest, at this point I've completed all of them except for one small step there. That's the only one I couldn't finish, and that's the very last one. So I've gotten all this gold. There's millions and millions of gold to get in the campaign. So it used to be the campaign wasn't as good as attacking somebody through the battle, PvP battle. But I mean, besides trophies, like if you want gold, if gold's your main goal right now and your main focus, definitely go after campaign. But if you're looking for trophies, keep doing PvP, because you don't get any trophies for campaign. Radio backup, that's the main attack force I have right now, the main thing I use to take down other enemies. It's 35,000 each, but you get like 4 tanks per, so you end up with like 12 to 16 tanks, and you get to set them right where you want to on the enemy. So you could set it right on their main base, or a cannon, to take out a cannon so that it's not bombing your ground troops, your other ground troops. Then I just go with the simple level 14 infantry. Pretty cheap, only 175 each. They do 28 per second damage, I think it says there. It's kind of small on this screen. 175 training cost. They're way better than the grenadiers right now. I think if I upgrade the grenadiers all the way, the main difference between these two first troops here, see, as you see, he does 19 per second damage. The other guy was doing 28, and these cost 300, and the other one the infantry only costs 175. And their health is lower than the infantry, which has 155 health, which is way more. Granted, this troop's at level 14, and the grenadier's only at 12, but I have it upgraded now to like 13 or 14, and it's still, I don't think it's still as, I think it's still worse to use the grenadier. But there was one thing I wasn't giving it credit for. It attacks ground and air targets. So if you're having problems with air attacks, go with the grenadier. But otherwise, the infantry is just fine. And then we have the cavalry. He's 2,250 each. He has a ton of health, and he does about as much damage as the infantry, if not more. And they go straight for defensive troops, which is great. I actually have it upgraded to a tank now, which is awesome. And then the doctors. I have a level 5 doctor, 66 health per second. He has 140 health, and he costs 2,500, and uses 5 spaces in your barracks. I've been using actually 4 doctors now. I was using 3. I keep on increasing it because it seems the more I add, the longer they last, obviously. So if I throw in 4 doctors, I usually at least have one, when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, at least one left healing. So I usually like to send at least 3 to 4 doctors in with my troops. Then mostly filling it out with more infantry and cavalry. You want a lot of cavalry because they go straight for defense. Infantry is cheap and it does good damage, so it's good backup. And then, and here's my research facility. Land ships, 5,500,000. I really don't get into the tunnelers or the resistance fighters. I don't think they're very useful. I do want to try to get a biplane or airship. The railgun and all that stuff isn't very useful. I'm more of a radio backup guy. So here's the fragger. It's going to add 50 training cost, 2 damage, and 5 health to the grenadier. It's going to turn him into a fragger for 3,350,000. So that's a lot of gold. And you're still going to have a troop that's not as good as your infantry troop. But he does attack land and air. That's one thing. And his range is 4 feet, which is better. So his range and the fact that he attacks ground and air is what makes him better than the infantry troop. I was really ragging on the grenadier, the fragger, the last few videos, but I think it's better than it seems because of the fact that it attacks ground and air and has 4 feet of range. So it can hit walls before stuff will attack them. It can hit air troops while your infantry can't. Stuff like that. So if you're in a problem with air attacks or knocking down walls without a tunneler or whatever you call them, maybe you can throw in some frag troops, some fraggers, some grenadiers. Here I got my tombstone. Here lies Lookout Larry. He probably died of dysentery. Just a special thing you could have bought during Halloween with gems. Another one here. It's a pumpkin. I think I also bought it for Halloween. Don't know why I took it out. Must have been a mistake there. And decorations. This is where you find the stuff you can buy with gems. Of course, once you bought all the other useful stuff, these decorations don't really do anything. Here is a pumpkin, nice and fat. Makes a jack-o'-lantern just like that. And these are from Halloween time, so now it's more near Christmas time when I'm recording this, but you could have bought these back then. Scarecrow, a spooky scarecrow just for you. Don't get too close or she'll say boo. And they don't do anything. I don't think so. Some of them have like little mechanics they do. I think the reindeer used to drop off presents or something last year. Pile of leaves. Raking leaves may not be fun, but we can play when we are done. Little rhyme with it. The only ones that were useful, I think, are the snowman. He actually will throw snowballs at people when they attack you. I don't think it hurts them, though. It just kind of slows them down. 'Tis the holiday season, and the skies are alight. Even the snowman wants to join in and fight. I'm not sure if he actually damages troops when they attack you, but he'll throw snowballs at them. It's kind of funny. I'm not sure if there's any benefit to it, but once you purchase everything with gems that you can, like that are useful, like extra research facilities and stuff like that, then you can start purchasing like decorations. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, like if you have, and share and tell a friend, please. And I'll see you next time. Peace.